Hello everyone, welcome to my channel UPSC Sahayatra. So today's video I'm discussing about a comprehensive strategy for upcoming UPSC 2026 examination. It is designed for both those who failed this year prelims or a complete beginners who are just starting out their preparation. So I know how overwhelming this preparation sometimes feels like, that frustration of being lost and the fear of missing out. But trust me, you're not alone and you're not behind. And to all those people who failed in this year prelims, I want to say one thing. Please don't worry and don't blame yourself. This happens to many serious aspirants also. Even this year rank 1 Shakti Dubey ma'am, she herself failed her first 3 prelims, right? So don't give up. As said by Chris Bradford, there is no failure except in no longer trying. I think we all have to feel like this is another opportunity to prove ourselves and to bounce back much stronger. So now coming to this, as I said, in this preparation after this year prelims, there are two types of students. One type of are those who want to stay in this preparation, and second type are those who want to leave this UPSC journey itself. To all those people who decided to move out of this journey, I want to wish them all the best. There are many great opportunities waiting for you outside. Just go and find, explore them. I'm happy for you because you took the decision that suits you and you felt like this is not your cup of tea, and finally you are out of this vicious cycle. To all those people who want to stay in this UPSC journey and want to restart again, I want to say first of all, accept your current situation. It is not time for you to grieve or regret over your past, and not the moment for you to panic by random courses and fall into the trap of quick fix things. But just analyze what went wrong. There should have been some gaps. There might be lack of revision or lack of practice or your stress during examination day. So try to rectify and not to repeat them in your restart journey. Now moving on to our strategy thing. A kind reminder, please don't stick to this strategy. Think of this as a base and build your own strategy that suits your preparation needs. So this is my kind reminder, please follow it, because everybody preparation is different. Everybody have different time schedules, different levels at which they start. So you have to prepare your own strategy based upon this. Before starting our journey, we need three things in our mind. The first thing is our syllabus of the examination. Every examination starts with syllabus, right? UPSC gave a comprehensive syllabus for mains and a syllabus for prelims also. You go to the official UPSC website. There you download the PDF of syllabus. Take a printout of it and stick at your table. I want you to regularly see the syllabus and try to analyze it. Try to find out the themes. How did you find out the themes? You have to look at your PYQs. When you look at your PYQs and try to interlink it with the given syllabus, then you will find important themes that are repeatedly asking in examination. It might be mains and or it might be prelims. So you need to do this exercise continuously until till you remember your syllabus in your mind. And the second thing is conceptual clarity. This is the key in your preparation. So when you have conceptual clarity, you can able to write in-depth answers and interlink various subjects. For example, let us consider the topic of inflation. If you don't know anything about inflation, you could have simply mucked up the fact like inflation is generally increase in prices and RBI uses it to report it to control the inflation. And you went to examination hall by mugging up this fact. And what if the question asked in this way, like how repo rate controls inflation? You might struggle to answer it, right? What if you have learned the concept of inflation thoroughly? Like inflation means increase in prices. So increase in prices. Why increase in prices? Because increase in demand. What is the relation between increase in prices and increase in demand that led to inflation? Because this increase in demand is not in pace with increase in production, or production is not increasing with increase in demand. So whenever there are less articles and more consumers, the price of the articles will automatically rise, right? So that's what happens here. At this situation, RBI uses its repo rate. And again, what is meant by repo rate? Repo rate is the lending rate at which RBI charges for its commercial banks or any scheduled banks, whatever the banks that take funds from RBI. So whenever RBI increases repo rate, it will automatically increase borrowing cost for the banks. Give me a minute. To stabilize inflation, RBI increases its repo rate, and this increase in repo rate increases borrowing cost. Borrowing cost for banks. So to cope up this increase in borrowing cost, what banks will do? They will automatically increase their lending rates or interest rate for consumers. Consumers means us who take loans from banks. So whenever there is an increase in interest rate for loans, there is less borrowing. Less borrowing means less spending, and less spending means less demand for goods and services, and less demand means less prices, and hence the inflation is controlled. So in this way, if you learn the concept thoroughly, you can able to answer any tricky questions that are asked by UPSC. So what I want to say is, you need conceptual clarity in whatever the topic you study. Like, you need to ask the questions like why and how for every topic, and not just what. It allows you to build your confidence and write a best answers in mains, and tackle tricky questions in prelims. And next are these frequently asked questions. Even I myself has so many questions like this during starting of my preparation journey. I'll try to address this first question and third question and this fourth question at the end. Now coming to the second question, which optional or how to choose optional. In choosing optional, I would suggest you to see what are all the optional subjects in the notification, and try to filter out 2 or 3 subjects that you felt like taking them as an optional, and watch 2 or 3 introductory classes of them in YouTube. Just go to YouTube, in the search bar, type the subject that you felt like taking. For example, if you felt like taking anthropology, type anthropology introductory classes, and watch 2 or 3 classes, and take the subjects that you are most interested in. You need to complete this exercise within 2 weeks. Don't take more time than that. And one thing, please don't take optional just because it is scoring or it has been suggested by some toppers. Because in UPSC, optional questions are very in depth. You need master's level knowledge in to answer those questions. So you have to study it for longer time, like 4 or 5 months. And it is also a game changer in your mains marks. So please choose the optional that you are most interested in, and if you are confident enough, you can do by self study, or if you felt like you need some help, go for some coaching classes. And the fifth question is, NCERT from which classes? So this is the most asked question. Even I myself had this question during my initial days. So for subjects like polity, I'm sorry, give me a minute. Yeah, for subjects like polity, economy, and your geography, I would suggest go from 8th to 12th classes, because studying from 8th classes will give you some conceptual clarity and clear a lot of your doubts also. And for subjects like history, you can simply go with 11th and 12th, both new and old NCERT. Why I said new means, most of the questions of ancient history in prelims were from the maps of this new NCERT. If you properly analyze the PYQs, you can able to see like some questions in prelims are from new NCERTs only. So that's why I suggested study both new and old NCERT for history. I think I had answered this fifth question. Now the strategy. So I divided this strategy into three phases. We have phase 1 from June to September, phase 2 from October to December, and phase 3 from January to April. Now coming to this, before understanding our strategy, first let us understand the pattern of our examination. So our UPSC examination is conducted in three phases. Phase 1 is prelims, phase 2 is our mains, phase 3 is personality test, commonly called as interview. Personality test. So this prelims is conducted in two papers. Paper 1 is general studies and paper 2 is CSAT. General studies has our core subjects like history, economy, polity, IR means international relations, science and tech. And paper 2 in this CSAT, we have basic 10th level maths, reasoning and our English comprehension. In mains, we have total of 9 papers. In these 9 papers, 2 papers are qualifying papers. They are just qualifying. One is your language paper and the other is your English paper, and the rest 7 papers are taken for your merit. And these 7 papers, first paper is essay, and the second paper is our general studies one, which has history, geography, society and world history, post independence. And paper 2 is our polity, governance, social justice, international relations. And paper 3 is our economics, science and tech, disaster management. Paper 4 is our ethics paper, and the last 2 papers are optional papers. Optional is conducted in 2 papers. And now finally our personality test. I think I had given a basic idea of pattern of this examination. Now here comes main part. So this phase 1 is basically our foundational phase. You are developing your foundation that is required for this examination. So in this phase we have months like from June, July, August, September. First 2 months try to complete NCERTs of all subjects and don't make any notes. You don't need to make any notes. No notes. That's what I said here. You have to read NCERTs, but no notes. No notes. Why? I'll say it later in the last. And start your optional classes. From June itself, you have to start your optional classes. You can do by self-study or you can take some coaching classes. If you're taking coaching classes, just give a 1 hour extra to prepare your own notes. Even though coaching will give their notes, but try to make your notes from your own search, because UPSC rewards uniqueness. And third thing is, from August itself you have to complete your GS standard books. This book list was mentioned by many toppers in their YouTube and Telegram channels. Even if you search it in Google, you can able to find the standard books, or if you want, just comment below. I'll try to make another video on this book list. So try to complete book list like the standard books in the months of this August or September. And if you are a working professional, it might be difficult for you to complete NCERTs in these 2 months, so you can extend them to till August. And from October till October you can complete your standard books. Yeah, that's what I mentioned. And along with daily multiple choice questions practice, because this will help you to brush up your concept. There are many websites, even like Insights IS, they were providing daily quiz, so you can just give a daily 20 minutes for practicing that MCQs. Daily 20 minutes in a day for MCQs. Please do this exercise regularly. And here is phase 2. This is a crucial phase. I would say it is very important phase. The efforts that you put in this phase are directly proportional to the marks in your mains. So just give your 110% in this phase. So first thing is, you need to start your answer writing. As I said, if you are working professionals, by October you can able to complete your standard books. Along with it, if both full-timers and working professionals, from October itself, whether you complete your syllabus or not, daily 1 hour you need to do your answer writing practice. How to do this practice? You can either practice you can either do your answer writing for previous year questions, or there are many free answer writing initiatives are offered by different coaching websites like Drishti IAS, Insight IAS, IAS Baba. So just go to their websites and practice answer writing from there. But do answer writing practice. At least start with one question a day and gradually increase your frequency. And second thing is, complete remaining topics. By October, at least try to complete your along with reading your standard books, try to complete your main specific notes. This is crucial step by October for major subjects like polity, economy, geography, environment and history. For all these subjects you need to complete your main specific notes by October. And for all like small topics like our internal security, disaster management, and I forgot, here you need to add your ethics also with this GS4 paper. And for these small topics, disaster management, post independence, you can try to complete notes for them in October, in November or December. Okay, how to prepare main specific notes, I'll try to make another video upon it. And the next thing is work on speed and notes revision. Initially, we all will write a terrible answers. Please don't worry about it. It will get better with daily practice. So, in the months of October and November, you don't need to worry about your speed. Just try to improve the structure and content of your answers. The structure and content. Structure and content. And from the months of December, just focus on speed. Try to complete answers in a time frame. So this is all about this second phase. And yeah, this thing, notes revision. Try to revise all the main specific notes at least once by December. All the main specific notes that you are prepared previously, try to revise them by December. So this phase is all about, just don't ignore this phase. This is very crucial phase in your preparation. And next is phase 3. This phase is all about prelims. I was most afraid of this phase because of failure in my previous prelims. So in this prelims, first thing is you need to get into your prelims mode. What I meant by prelims mode? Prelims mode means you need to keep all your main specific notes, even your optional aside, completely get into this prelims mode. Completely shift your mind into solving this MCQs and PYQs. PYQs means all the previous prelims paper. Practice them daily. This PYQs give you a lot of idea on how to clear this prelims. There are so many hidden things. If you analyze properly, you can able to know a lot from previous year questions for your prelims preparation. If you want, try comment below. I try to make a video upon how to use your PYQs for prelims preparation. So as here, get into your prelims mode. Your prelims preparation has two core components. First is your revision, and second is your practice. Your practice. You need to follow these two rigorously in your prelims preparation. You need to revise your as many times as you can until the concept is imprinted your mind. You need to revise your notes thoroughly and practice a lot of previous year questions. And if you felt like practicing more, you can buy any test series, or there are so many test series that are freely available in the market. You can use them instead of buying that paid thing. Next is our, yeah, as I said, if you comfortable, you can buy your test series, or you can use freely available test series that are in the market. And third thing is practice. As I mentioned earlier, practice is the key in your prelims preparation. It helps. I would suggest practice as many previous year questions as you can, because it will give you a rough idea of how UPSC is framing its questions. And you need to observe options also, like why this particular option is correct. So practice gives you immense idea on how to clear this prelims. Finally, believe in yourself. I know this journey isn't easy. Some days feel too long and some nights feel too heavy. But if you have made this far, means you already took the fire that it takes to crack this examination. And this strategy, it is just a path, but the real strength is you, because you are the one who walk this path with courage, consistency, and belief, even when the road gets tough. So believe in yourself that you can and you will, because your name on the final list is not just a possibility but a promise that you made to yourself every single day. So believe in yourself every single day and show up every day without any excuses. So this is the comprehensive strategy that I have given. And in conclusion, I just want to make some important points for you. So, first thing is, don't over rely on your coaching, because coaching only plays 50% of the role and rest 50% is played by you. You need to make your own notes. Please don't rely on coaching notes. Even though those institutes provide you notes, you have to substitute it with unique examples, because as I said previously, UPSC rewards uniqueness, and there are many free resources available on YouTube. Use them wisely. If you are doing self study, YouTube is immensely helpful in your preparation, but at the same time, as there is bombardment of different content, it might make you confused. But so that's why use YouTube wisely. Use only for those topics that you are confused. Third thing is consistency over perfection. As said by many toppers, UPSC is not just a sprint, it's a marathon. You need to show up yourself every day. So, consistency over motivation, consistency over perfection. Don't aim for perfection, but aim for consistency. Even if you don't feel like studying anything today, just at least study newspapers and go to sleep. So, prefer consistency, and as I said previously, have faith in yourself. Yeah, this is all about strategy, and as I'll try to address this frequently asked questions. This first question, is coaching necessary? It depends upon your potential. You know your potential. If your concepts are clear and if your foundation is strong, some of us might studied these subjects like history, polity, economy in our school days. So if your concepts are strong, you can do it by self study. Even many toppers have done this. If you felt like you need some help, definitely go for coaching. There is no wrong in it. And third thing, when to take test series. You can take this test series in your phase 2 of your preparation, where you practice your answer writing, or you can take them even after clearing your prelims. And the fourth thing is when to start answer writing practice. I think I addressed this in phase 2. I think I have addressed all these frequently asked questions. So I given you a comprehensive strategy. All you have to do is just trust the process, stay consistent, and execute it with dedication every single day. And yeah, one important thing I want to say is be main study before prelims itself, because UPSC is reducing time period between this prelims and mains. It is roughly around 75 days. In this 75 days, if you begin notes, then it won't be efficient. So this time should be used only for revision and brushing up your answer writing skills. Your content structure and preparation must be already in place before prelims itself. So don't ignore this point. And this is all about this video. Yeah, let's do it together. And if you like this video, please do a like, a share, and subscribe my channel. If you have any doubts, please comment below. I'll try to answer them. And thank you guys. Hope you have a good day.